We're live. Yeah, we're live. I'm like always in the picture, like, yeah, we're like, hi, how are you, everybody? Good night, good evening, or how is it? How are you, everybody? I'm Sandra Roman. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams. I'm here in Long Island and in Long Island, New York. And as every Wednesday in this video season, I'm with my friend Denise. How are you, Denise?
I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Yeah, so we are here. I'm Denise Lanzarone, also with Keller Williams Real Estate, Points North. And I am a senior real estate specialist. And we put this series together to provide some education to our senior population or to everyone about some services that we found are very beneficial. And so we're wrapping up this season tonight. And we, are you sad?
Yeah,
Aw.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
Yeah. And we are today we're going to talk about, we don't have a guest. It's going to be the two of us. And
All of us,
discuss,
just us,
we're going to talk about real estate and the home equity in your home.
and decisions
And
and
decisions and
planning
planning
for
for
the
the
future.
future.
But
Yes.
first, where can they find you, Denise?
I am on Facebook, Denise Lanzarone, your local realtor, Instagram, LinkedIn, Denise Lanzarone. Just Google me and you will find me. And okay, how about you, Sandra? Where are they finding you?
I'm writing. Right.
We're
Well,
saying, we're saying hi to Jean.
yeah, we're going to say hi to Jean. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as Sandra Roman Real Estate. Just like that, you find me everywhere. Today, remember, we are live on Denise's Facebook page, Denise Lanzarone, your local realtor. Finally, I did it.
Did it. Yay.
Yeah. You can see us on my Facebook page, Sandra Roman Real Estate, and on my YouTube. Remember, if you like this content, we are putting together for seniors, for caregivers, for adult kids, for anybody that has a senior in their lives. Please share, comment, leave us your comment if you have questions. We have a PDF file for season number 1 and a PDF file for season number 2 with all the information of our guests that we have very good very interesting topics and very interesting guests from season 1 and season 2. And remember, if you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, follow us everywhere, and ring the bell on YouTube and leave us your comment. And what else? I'm forgetting.
That's it. I mean, the best advertisement for us is you commenting and sharing and liking. So we appreciate everybody that does that. And we'll get on with our.
And if you today we're going to talk about home equity. We're going to talk about all that fun stuff. If you have questions in the comments, we can see them. Denise is the question girl. Well, they comment girl.
Yep. So yeah, just type your questions in and we will answer them to the best of our ability. So
Yes. So let's start talking
So
about the future.
yes. So as many of you know, I I've worked in the healthcare field for over 40 years. It's a long time. And made an easy transition into senior real estate specialist. I took a course, passed the class, and learned all about things that pertain to the senior population. So that's a little bit about my background. I've been a real estate agent for 17 years. And Now I'm full-time realtor and loving it. So I've learned through my experience working in the healthcare field in a skilled nursing facility that your future is never guaranteed. It's never
No,
what you think it's going to be. Things happen all the
any
time
age.
at any age. And a lot of you know that already, but illness, disability, even death of a spouse can put you in a position that living at home is not an option. So we wanted to bring to you a lot of these resources that can help you if you need help. Elder law attorney and a senior mover, a lot of home care agencies, all these people can help. And, we'd like to make sure that everybody's aware of what they can get. So if you were, we feel it's very important. Well, we know that it's very important to plan for the future now. You don't want to wait.
When do we start planning for the future, Denise?
Well, I mean, we say over 60, but you can start earlier than that because you never know. But
Yeah.
what we say about planning for the future is like getting a plan in place and knowing
What to do
what
and
to do
where.
when something happens or before something happens. So one of the things is your home equity. How much is your home worth? What can selling your home do? How can it benefit you if you need services, if you need to go into assisted living, things like that. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Yep, yep. We're going to talk about, the future, especially for when we get over 60 years old, because that's when a lot of things happen. Usually, I'm talking on the side of the of an adult child. We usually don't know where our parents have their papers.
Right.
We don't really know what to do if they get sick. Sometimes parents can be stubborn and we don't know anything about it. So that's why it's very important to start planning, because as they get older, they get sick, they can be disabled, and then there has to be a plan to what to do or how to help your parents. And usually what I've seen is that we start running around or we start trying to find resources when we have a crisis situation already, or when something happened, or mom died, or dad died, and now mom is sick and she's alone, and we're running, and that's when we start trying to fix things. That's why I think it's very important to start planning beforehand
Right.
about it. In this season that we had a lot of information about Medicare. We had information about the Medicaid that I didn't know. We had the elder attorney with all the deeds and the ownerships. We had occupational therapists. We talk about safety in the homes that we need to start getting prepared for as well. And we talk about home, how to prepare our home. We talk about also how to some people want to stay in their home, so we talk about aids. We talk about home care, but there is a point where you need to do other type of decisions, and maybe selling the parents home, it's the solution for what we are planning of what we need to do. And it's very important to get, in this case, the service of a real estate agent, cute as us, to really give you information about the value of your house, because we talk about that in the first episode, that we sometimes think our house is at more and a higher price than what it is, because we usually mix our feelings. We usually, it's the home that we grew in, and we think it's more valuable, more with more a higher price. I don't know how you say valuable, but you understand me.
Yeah.
And that's when we get in the picture with resources and with help. It's not usually you don't need to call a real estate agent just to sell your home. We can provide a lot of information. It's not about us wanting to sell your home. It's us trying to help you make a very good decision that it's good for you.
Correct.
So, talking about that, how do we plan? How do we know the home equity, Denise?
So, is a part of you as your financial team. It's my responsibility to keep you informed as to the general and specific real estate market conditions, good or bad. So that means maybe yearly or twice a year updates on what's going on in the market, what is going on with the value of your home at this time. So that's
Because the market changes. It's
market
not the
changes
same six
all the
months
time.
ago than today.
Right. And so we want to make sure that you are up on all the market trends and what's happening so that, like we said, so that you are informed. Information is power. The more you know, the better equipped you are to make important decisions regarding your home when and if the time comes. So, my logo is that I want to be your realtor for life, which is, I don't know, somebody said to me, well, that's kind of scary. But what I mean by that is that, like Sandra said, don't just call us when it's time to sell your house. We're resources. We are full of information. If we don't know it, we'll find out for you. Anything you want to know. So it's not, we're there for you, whatever you need. Happy to help.
We
Uh,
have a lot of we in this business we get to know a lot of people. We get
yes,
to network with different types of people, and we usually can get answers, or we can get a contact that might help you, or we can get something that might help you in whatever you are needing at the moment,
that's
right?
right. That's right. Renovations. I mean, anything, anything you need. So, so how much is your home worth?
How much is it?
So the
What
market
do we do?
so
What's
the market tells us how much your home is worth. We take it, do a little research about the market, what's going on in the neighborhood, in similar houses. We do an analysis of your property compared to the market, and what factors do you think affect the value of your property?
me? I
Yeah.
think location is one.
Yep.
School districts is another one. Might be.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a test, Denise?
It's a test. I got to see if you pass the test.
The condition of the house.
Yep.
Let me read.
No
The
cheating.
competition, what's on the market, and the
Right.
timing.
Right. Right. So, I mean, you can't do anything about the location,
No.
can't do anything about the competition, but you can do something about the condition of the house. So these are all factors that we can also advise you on, whether we think you should paint that wall because this room is yellow and people might not like yellow, whatever it is, but we can advise you on that as well.
Yeah, sometimes, yesterday I was at this listing appointment, and the client wanted to change the kitchen, and I said, why are you going to change the kitchen? Why are you going to do that? The next person may not like it. They're going to change it anyway. They're going
Yep.
to change the bathroom anyway. So there are things that you may not be needing to do in your house because the next person is going to change it anyway.
Right. Right. So we know we're out there looking at houses, meeting with people, meeting with sellers, meeting with buyers, going to open houses. So we know what's going on out in the market. Um, so what else do we have? What else? your
What
house.
else? Well, let's talk about the market analysis that you were talking about before.
Okay.
What is important to do? It's important to, what is usually the things that we do. What do we ask for? We ask for the address, and then we start seeing in a, what, radius of a mile around that house, what's available, what it's sold, and what is pending in the last, I don't know, six, eight
6 months. We
months, six, eight
try to do
months,
6 months because when you get an appraisal done, it's going to be within the last 6 months, and it's going to be a mile radius mostly,
mostly.
unless they can't find something similar, then they'll go a little further.
And
Um,
then we compare apples to apples. If your house has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, we try to find similar homes to compare with and see the conditions of the houses to try to set a price or a value of the home. Sometimes people have a price in their head, sometimes they go to some apps or online.
yep.
I don't want to say a name because I don't want to
Don't
get in
say,
trouble.
don't say the name.
But sometimes they're not accurate. There's an estimate, and it's usually a little off because of whatever reason. Sometimes
A
they don't
lot of
compare.
these sites don't have all the information on your house. So you can put in your address and they'll come up with a price, but they don't know that you spent $40,000 and redid your kitchen last year, or they don't have all the information that is necessary to make the right analysis of the house. So we don't rely on those sites that we're not going to talk about.
Yes. So basically, that's what we do. We send you a report with all the information. We send like all the other houses so you can see the other houses, pictures with the other houses, um, and a lot of data on the market that you can use to have an idea what's the value of your home and how you can price it and what you can do,
That's
you
right.
know, make
That's
a
right.
decision, make an informed decision.
Exactly. Because, we don't set the price of your house.
The
You do.
market.
The market does, and you do. The
And
ultimate decision is yours, but we advise on what we feel is going on in the market. Like right now in the market,
exactly.
houses that are moving quickly, that are getting multiple offers, are houses that are priced correctly, which is at market value or maybe a little bit below, and they are
Traffic.
creating traffic, creating multiple offers, and bidding wars. So that's getting you more money for your house. So that's um, a good thing to do, especially in this market right now. We are seeing that the market is beginning to shift, which means that maybe we were getting 15 offers a few months ago. Now we're only getting 8. Um, So there is, and we are seeing some price reductions for houses that
Yes.
are not priced correctly, and
Yes.
so things are starting to change a little bit. Not
Yeah.
much. The house values are not decreasing as far as we can see right now.
No, I haven't seen any value decrease. What I've seen too, it's houses that are totally out of the value that they should be, not having a lot of movement, not having a lot of traffic,
Right.
and they sit on the market because even if it's a very active or a very good market right now, if your house is not the right price, nobody's going to see your house. Nobody's going to go to an open house because you're not creating the buzz, you're not creating
The
people,
interest.
the interest for people to go.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening right now. It's still a little trying is the right word, maybe, for buyers,
Mhm.
because they have to offer over asking, maybe waive inspection, maybe waive appraisals. That's what we're seeing a lot of that. There's people are offering appraisal gaps, which is something that if you're willing to pay 360 for the house and it only appraises for 340, are you willing to make up that $20,000 gap in the from the listing price, from the selling price to the appraisal price? So that's what an appraisal gap is. We are still seeing those, still
Yes,
happening
we
out
are.
there.
Yes, we are.
So,
But there's something else that we're seeing, or I don't know if you have seen it, but I'm sure you have. I'm seeing houses that are back in the market because the interest rates are raising. So people, it's not qualifying anymore for those houses.
right,
So when they're going to closing, oops, whatever they were qualified 3 months ago or 4 months ago, it's not working right now. And they have to put the house back in the market because that buyer is not able to buy that house anymore
yeah,
because he was qualifying for 560. Now he's qualifying only for 540 because the interest rate it's higher now. So
correct,
I just visited one of those. I've seen like 2 or 3 houses in that situation that they just couldn't go through the closing because the interest rate went up
right,
and the buyer was not qualified anymore for that price.
yep.
So yeah.
So that's so let's talk a little bit about what our services are if you
Yes.
when you hire us.
Yes.
So
Other than the pretty face.
so our services start with a consultation. We talk about, we want to understand your wants and needs, your expectations, or what's going on in your life that you think you might want to sell the house. What are your financial needs? We want to answer all your questions and make sure that we know everything that's going on with you. And of course,
The house.
communication and calls and emails the same day, and answering your phone calls and being honest with you at all times. And then our job is to get the highest price for you for the house in the shortest amount of time. Average days on market for houses these days on Long Island is about 21 days. So houses are not sitting on the
Staying
market.
that long.
It's usually one weekend of open houses, maybe a few days after that, and we're looking at getting the contracts to the attorneys. So we would advise you on pricing and staging once we evaluate your home, come up with a marketing plan on how to expose your house to as many people. And we coordinate the home showing process, coordinate the appointments, the buyers coming in, the open house. We not we are sometimes still doing appointments for open houses, but during COVID, we were doing all appointments for open houses. But we're still limiting the amount of people that go into your home during open houses. We just don't let 40 people float around your house. We're limiting one family of buyers at a time, just to keep things safe and simple. Well, that's how we do things. I don't know how anybody else does things, but our job then would be presenting all the offers, advising you on each one's terms and contingencies, because not only is the price important,
Exactly.
there's also
The
terms,
condition, the terms.
the terms that go with that offer, and the terms being, when are you looking to move? How much money are you going to put down? What kind of funding do you have? What kind of mortgage do you have? You have a conventional, you have FHA, you have VA, whatever it is. What are you doing an inspection? How do you feel about waiving appraisals? All of those goes into the terms of
Yeah,
the,
because sometimes it's not, and that's maybe for buyers, but sometimes it's not only the highest offer, the one that gets the house. You
Right.
have to take in consideration also the terms and what else they are offering on that offer, not
Right.
just the price,
Right.
because it's a lot of conditions you have to take in consideration to get a very smooth transaction.
Right. And that's what you want, a smooth transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple of listings that I sold, the highest offer did not get the house. It's just so you know.
Yeah.
uh,
It
yeah.
was the one that had better conditions
Better conditions,
for the
better
seller.
terms. Yep. For the seller. Yep, absolutely. Some buyers are coming to houses with not only pre-approvals, but pre-commitments, which is they've already gone through the commitment process. And so that brings them that much more along in the process. So that's favorable for the sellers. So they know that
Exactly.
it's not going to have an issue.
Or if
Um,
they're waiving the appraisal, or if they're waiving the home inspection, that's good for the sellers as well.
yeah. Um,
Hey,
Hey,
Diane.
Diane. Jean wants to know, do you do an open house for realtors and for the public? Um, Not usually.
Not usually.
Not usually. The realtors are more than welcome to come to the public open house, but Jean, I think you're talking about the days when I know when I used to do it too, when we were all in the office and it was Thursdays and everybody jumped in the car and went to everybody's open houses and had a sandwich and then went to the next open house and just so that you saw the houses.
A preview,
Right.
but right now we don't have time to preview. You need to see the house, put an offer, and that's it. What usually is
Exactly.
happening, we go to an open house on Saturday and Sunday. And I usually ask them, when are you presenting offers? And they usually say, I'm presenting offers Monday night. You have until Monday morning or Sunday night to send your best and highest offer. That's it. They're
Yeah.
not coming back to ask you for more money or for anything. That's
Yeah,
it.
things are different from way back when I started. We used to really negotiate offers. And now it's just like Sandra said, best and final by a deadline, and you're done. You
That's
know,
it.
we
By Wednesday, you're done. Right now,
yeah,
I'm having a home inspection tomorrow, and we put the offer what Monday. They gave me the answer on Monday. That's it. I
yeah,
saw the house on Saturday.
yep, yep. Things are moving pretty quick. You know, if we're on the listing side of an agent of the house, and there's multiple offers, we verify those offers by calling the mortgage broker, making sure that it's a valid pre-approval and making sure they have the money for the down payment. All those things are part of our services as well. Um, Negotiating on your behalf, scheduling and coordinating completion of contingencies and inspections. So we're there for the inspection. We're there for the appraisal, helping, giving the appraiser comps and helping them,
Make sure it's going to appraise the
yeah,
house
helping them to appraise
correctly.
the house correctly. One of our colleagues is having a big issue with a terrible appraisal right now. But
Yeah.
anyway, so we are there tonight. The reason why I was late, we started this at 7:30 is because I had a final walkthrough. So we're there for the final walkthrough, which is the walkthrough. The buyers go through the house, make sure it's in the condition that they bought it in, because the closing is going to be on Friday, and that's when they're going to give all the money to. So they want to make sure the house is what it is. So final walkthrough is another thing we go through.
And then there's a lot of details that really people don't see that we do behind the scenes. All the negotiations. Oh, now we want to take a picture. Now this thing happened. So you're calling the listing agent. The listing agent is calling the buyer's agent, and we're going back and forth. So to make the transaction
Smooth.
like smooth, to
Yep.
look easy.
Yes. Yes. And then once we're ready for contracts, we're coordinating with the attorneys as well. So it's we do a lot of chatting.
We do. I'm on the phone all the time.
Yes. But the whole time we are communicating with you, letting you know what's going on, assuring you that things are moving along, and representing your best interests. We want to make sure that everything works well for you, because as if you're a seller, um, yeah, we know you like to talk, Diane. Because as a seller, we want to make sure everything goes smoothly. And it's, it's the same thing when we represent buyers. We want to
Exactly.
look out for their best interest and find them the best house for them, and make sure that they're happy in what they're doing and all the terms that they're offering. Um,
Yeah, and the other thing that is very important that it's nobody really talks about, it's um if the person is selling their home for the first time, or if they're buying their home for the first time, there are a lot of feelings that come up, a lot of fear. Sometimes people are nervous, sometimes they get afraid of what's going to happen, and part of our job is to make them feel that everything is okay, to guide them, to take their hand, to say don't worry, we're working on it, and to really comfort them sometimes, right? Because I had first time home buyers, and they are all freaking out because something happened. Yeah, we are. We are
we are
psychiatrists.
psychiatrists and psychologists. That's
Well,
right.
I need the meds from the psychiatrist for me.
Yeah. Yes. So, so Gina, what else did you ask, Gina? So cleaning up with paint and purging is pretty much all needs to be done. Yeah, I mean, our biggest thing that we recommend to sellers is to declutter.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, I'm sitting at my desk here and there's stuff all over my desk. But if I was moving, if I was selling my house, it would be gone. So decluttering is a big thing. Um, you want clean counters. You want not things stuck in the corner. Um, get rid of as much stuff as possible. So that's
Make it like neutral,
yeah,
like nothing too personal for you. Like to make the person that is visiting the home or seeing the house that they can imagine themselves living in that house,
exactly. Exactly.
where
Yep.
they're going to put their china, where they're going to put the the microwave, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
towels.
Exactly. Yeah. So
And it's very important, this other thing, excuse me that I interrupt you,
it's
to
okay.
make sure that when you're selling your home, that the real estate agent it's investing, because that's an investment that we do too, because we take to marketing your home, it's very important to have very good pictures, because now images sell the home. If it's a good picture, if it's very decluttered, if it's good lighting, if it has a video, that's a real estate agent you should hire. Because pictures are more than 1,000 words.
Yeah,
If
we
the picture is not clear, if it's not good lighting, people is not going to get interest in that house.
exactly. Yeah, we I always hire a professional photographer,
Yes.
so that there's great pictures. Don't have to worry about that. And yeah, so I mean, we understand that moving and any kind of change is difficult.
It
So, like
is.
Diane says, we are psychiatrists and psychologists, and we'll help you along the way with any resources that you need. Anything, movers, clean out services, estate sales, handyman, elder law attorneys, caregivers, senior advisors. And we are sensitive to what's going on around the sale of your house. So,
And there's the other thing. I'm going to say something that might not be good, but anyway, I'm going to
okay.
say it. No, just kidding. When you are when you're going to sell your home, make sure you made your research on the person you're hiring, that you get along with that real estate agent, because it's very important. You're not selling an apple, you're not selling you're selling a home, and it's very important that you feel comfortable with the person that is helping you, that you trust that person, that you trust the advice of that person. If you are having second thoughts of what that person is telling you, and you don't trust the person or the person's advice, don't hire that real estate agent, because it makes it miserable to work that way. You're not trusting the person. You need to trust the real estate agent. So if you don't like that one, interview another one.
Right.
It's like the callers. If you don't like Denise, you can hire me. If you don't like me, you can hire Denise, or we can refer you to another person that it's a better suit
Fit.
for or fit for you, you
Hmm.
know?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the important thing, for you to feel comfortable, and for you to um it's like the hi Ismael, how are you? It's like the colors. All I always say that all the colors are beautiful, but not all of them match together. It's the same with a real estate agent.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So we would like to get some feedback from you guys if you would like. We're going to continue. We might do a couple of shows over the summer. I know we're traveling and people are usually out and about in the evenings when the weather gets nice, but so we'd like to get some feedback as to um, what other subjects you'd like to see, whether you found this helpful, what what else we can do for you, anything you want to let us know. We'd
Leave us in the
appreciate.
comment. You have 5 minutes. No, just kidding.
Well, Jean says, thank you, ladies. Looking forward to receiving the PDF from both series. You've done very informative and appreciated.
Jean,
Well,
did you
thank you,
send me
Jean.
your email through the PDF, through the file, or I didn't put the link? Let me know. If not, write me your email. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, so Sandra has put together the PDF of all the people so that you have that in a file whenever you need it. And
Oh, okay, good.
and you know our contact information. I would assume you do.
If not, write it down. Write down your phone number, and I'll put it there, display on it.
So if you have any questions about anything, like I said, we want to be your resource and your asset. This is my cell phone number. Thank you,
Here,
Diane. She said she enjoyed the show. It was very informative.
that's Denise's phone number.
This is my phone number. Text me, call me anytime.
Call us for coffee and cake.
Coffee and cake. That I love coffee and cake. Or maybe a little vodka. Either one is good.
Well, tequila.
Oh. Sue said this has been very helpful. Thanks, lady. Thanks, Sue. We appreciate you all, you guys coming on every week. And we really do
Oops.
appreciate it.
Hold on. Let me
This
put my phone number.
okay. And we got your phone number up, Sandra's phone number if you have questions.
No, no, this one. Licks my face.
Diane says we should all have cocktails. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
we
do it.
should. We should. So if you have questions, we're waiting for the questions right now for a few minutes while we say hellos and goodbyes.
Yes, we should have yeah, maybe we'll have like
Hey, something for the summer, right? Like
a little coffee meet or something or
something
cocktail, a little
stronger. Like coffee.
okay, a little happy hour
I
meet and
like a little.
we can get together and discuss all these things
But we
or
need their
nothing at all.
emails or their contact information. You have them all?
Um, yeah, I have everybody on. Well, there's somebody on the call today that Randy, who I don't know who he is, but we'll welcome him.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, Anything else, guys? Any other questions?
because we're gone.
Thanks again for everybody for participating, and we'll keep you posted on. Okay, so you just let me know. So just text me
Call
if
her.
you have more questions.
So
But
where they can find you, Denise, before we go?
well, Facebook, Instagram, um, LinkedIn. Best way to contact me is just give me a call, 631-922-5985. Call or text me. I'm very easy to reach.
Well, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as Sandra Roman Real Estate. And all our information is on the description box. Remember, if you are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, subscribe or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Denise and me, follow us, both of us. Don't let us alone. And thank you for being with us every week for this second season of this seniors real estate and services video series. We are very happy that you were here, that you were sending us your comments and your hellos and your goodbyes and your thank yous. We are very, very happy, and we'll see you next time. And wait for our email. If you haven't sent you your email, send us your email for the happy hour that Denise said.
Yes. I love a good happy hour. So
We'll keep you posted, ladies and
okay.
gentlemen.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Bye
Have a good night.
bye.
Bye, guys.
Let me end here. Dun dun.